Malik, open up your camera. Is I hope you understand that we really have an amazing. I mean, when I say amazing, it's like it's next level. What we have as a product, but it's not just a product, everyone. It's the community that we're forming. Look at all the bonds. Look at all the like. I mean, you don't see that in network marketing on a global scale. Not at this level. It just doesn't happen. And oh, listen. I don't know what I can say is that many of us are. Some of us are younger. Some of us are older, and we all just we not. It's deep inside. We all feel that this is our last rodeo. It's our last rodeo, and I want you to understand that where you are right now, there's no auto ship, there's no stress, there's no forced anything. Don't give up. Like, just keep on believing in yourself. Keep on tapping into the calls. Maybe something John said, or Anna says, or Malik, or Pete. Pete was wonderful tonight. What an amazing speaker. But, buddy, we're going to have to ask Tuan to make you go speak like Anna for 15 minutes on stage in California there. But it's okay. You'll get your turn. You'll get your turn. Listen, last time Anna was at the event, she didn't speak. This time she's speaking. Next time we have an event, you'll be speaking, Pete. Love you. You're a great speaker, a great human being, and I can feel the love from your team too. Now, the next
Thank you very much. Thank you, Luigi. And to be honest with you, dude, I would rather clap until my hands bled for Jenna speaking on stage and
okay,
Lillian speaking on
yes, I
stage
know, I
and
know.
Matt being on stage. So
Listen,
that means more to me than me speaking. But go ahead, brother.
no. Listen, that was wonderful because in a way, that's what you want. Like at the California event, I'm not the main speaker there. It's everybody on the team that are going to be the main speakers. So yes, I follow your philosophy, smart. And I can imagine Coach Jenna speaking on stage. Listen, she's going to be in California. We already have a plan of how we're going to connect. And yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, listen. Next speaker I want to bring on is somebody that's been with me since day one. Like he was my first sign up. All right, everyone. Um, and somebody that we tried working together for the last 3, 4 years, and everything we touched went to shits. I mean, everything. So much so, and yeah, it wasn't crypto, by the way. So much so, I remember there was one like they never lasted more than 2, 3 months, right, Malik? That there was one project where we got all excited. We got like people to invest $100,000 in total or 200,000. I don't remember there. Imagine it just started 2, 3 weeks ago. All that money came in. They had an event. We went to I don't know where it was, Malik in Hong Kong.
Macau.
And
Yeah,
Macau,
Macau.
that's the Las Vegas in Asia. We went to Macau, and coming back from Macau 2 days after, they shut the door. Like, are you serious? You did an event, you made us go all the way to Macau to shut the doors 2 days after. Hey,
Crazy.
it was crazy. So you know what? We always wanted to work together. We just never found the right vehicle to do it. And I think we found it now. Malik, how are you here?
Yeah, I'm doing great and appreciate you having me on and sharing that story. And me and Luigi, we go way back. Luigi's always been a great friend of mine, and I knew him before he even made a lot of money in the crypto space, and we just stayed good friends after. And when I first came into this opportunity, like he said, we had came off of, some things that really didn't go too well, but we always wanted to work together and we always wanted to do something real. And before we even did this opportunity, one time I flew to Panama before I even lived here for another health and wellness type of opportunity because I wanted to do something with Luigi long term, right? That was something that had an auto ship. It was something that, most of us have been through. And, those products and different things like that are very, very hard to build. So when Luigi actually shared this with me, I was making a lot of money, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I had made some significant income in a really short amount of time, right? But Luigi and I, we always wanted to do something together. So, the thing that really got me to get started from day one and become, his first sign up was just the change and the transformation that he was able to make. And Luigi's someone who has a lot of integrity. So before he even shared it with me, he actually tried the product for about a month. He said, if this continues to work on me, then you definitely need to go and get yourself a device. And then when he called me up and I had seen, the significant change and his demeanor and, coming out of that dark place, because when Luigi was going through that dark place, I was a friend to Luigi and he can tell you this, right? I used to call Luigi every single day to check up on him, make sure that he was okay. And it wasn't with any type of monetary gain or anything like that. It was just because Luigi was a good friend of mine, right? And when I seen him come out of that dark place that he was in, and I saw his mindset really shift, and I seen the way that the device had actually taken effect on him, that was when I said, you know what, I'm going to pull the trigger. I need to get me one of these devices. And me, myself, I'm only 45 years old, you guys, and I just hit 45 in May. So when I got into this opportunity, I was only 44. I don't have a lot of health conditions or anything like that. But my mother had passed away at 55 years old, right? Because she did have some type of health conditions. So because of that, it made me want to try this product and start to use it very regularly. And even though I wasn't really promoting the opportunity, I was using the product every single day and I was using it very, very consistently, right? And the first thing that I noticed was that I got laser focused, right? When I would use it for my morning mindset and meditation, I would come back to my computer and I would look at the screen and I would just be dialed in and I would be laser focused. I had so much more energy. And some of you guys probably know my story, some of you guys probably don't. But when I was very young, I got hit by a car and I broke my hip. So I was in a body cast. And I don't know if you guys have ever experienced anything like that, but when you're in a body cast and you come out of it, you pretty much have to learn how to walk all over again. And I was in my adolescence at that time. So once I got into my 20s, I dealt with a lot of pain issues. And, you know, the medical system really didn't have any type of alternatives for me. I went through physical therapy. They gave me a lot of different medications. I used to have to take pills just to be able to go to sleep at night and different things like that. So I was always looking for a way holistically to be able to remedy my pain. And after using the device very, very consistently, that was the thing that I started to notice is that I wasn't dealing with those pain issues anymore. And then, you know, I became frequency aware. I bought myself all of the different devices. I have every single device that the company has. And I started to use, you know, the P90 along with the Galaxy G1. And I started to use it very consistently. And when I went for my next eye exam, one thing that was really powerful to me is that I didn't have to use bifocal lenses anymore, right? And the only thing that I changed was just using this technology. So I'm not claiming that this does, you know, anything. This is just my story. And that's what it actually did for me. And I would look really goofy with these Tom Fords on right now if I had to have some bifocals on these things. So I was so thankful and blessed that I didn't have to have bifocal lenses. And for me personally, I attribute it to this technology. I don't know if it was that or not, but that's the only thing that I did significant in my day to day as far as making a change. So I really believe in this technology. I really believe in these frequencies. And just like Luigi said, it's really not all about the money, because if it was about the money, I wouldn't be here consistently building this opportunity. I put everything that I was doing in the crypto space down. I've only been in this industry for 9 years. I've made multiple seven figures, you guys. And most of the income that I made was all in the crypto space. I don't come from traditional network marketing or anything like that. My life has been cryptocurrency, and I've been able to make a substantial amount of money doing those projects. But for me personally, I'm an empath, and some of you guys might relate to that. So if I bring someone into something and people end up getting hurt, I feel it. And last year, even though I wasn't promoting this opportunity and I was making a lot of money, I had to go on vacation like every single month. I went on 11 different trips to different countries last year because that's what it took for me to just get my mind right, you guys. Because when someone loses money, I can't even sleep at night. So it was one of those things where I wanted to, you know, make a shift from the things that I was doing in the past and really do something that's impacting people. And on our last trip that we had in January in Anaheim, I met people that I've actually, you know, directly been impacted by that were on my team that had so many phenomenal testimonials that it would just bring tears to your eyes, you guys. And that's what I do it for. I do it because of what this technology is actually doing for people. So for me, if it was about the money, I probably wouldn't be here. I would probably still be in the crypto space where I've made a career for myself and had a lot of money. But at the end of the day, if you focus on this and you actually, you know, do it for the right reasons to serve people, to help people have a better quality of life, and to help people really experience this technology, the money is just going to come as a byproduct. And that's what's pretty much happening to me right now. So the money is really good once you get to a certain point, and I'm feeling that right now. But in the very beginning, it was a huge sacrifice, and I was willing to make that sacrifice for the greater good of bringing this technology into as many people's homes as possible and helping them get an experience so that we can start that trickle effect, so that we can raise the vibration of people across the masses and really just make this into a movement. And that's what we have with the Frequency Awakening. So thank you for having me on, Luigi.
Well, listen, just before you get off there, I want to say something. Um, one thing's for sure. If you become M5, which I know you will, all right, you know that you're going to live like a king in Panama, eh?
I'm already living like a king in Panama. I'm so lazy. I mean, I wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Buddy,
I got people coming cleaning my houses,
oh
doing
yeah,
my
that's what I was
yards and
going to say.
stuff
You
like
could
that.
probably have a
I make
chef.
more money than the president.
You could have a shofar and everything. I mean, you could live like a the yeah. But listen, it is something a little bit bigger because you know it would be nice. Yeah, and yes, I saw your comment in the chat, Steve. We've done health and wellness. Yes, I know you've done some also, and but we've never succeeded with those companies. I don't care how much you did it. We've never. I haven't. I don't think Malik has. I don't think Steve has really succeeded with any of them. This is the first time that we're actually going to succeed with something that's real, something that's helping people, something
Well,
that
I actually did, do something back in 2019 where I became the #3 income earner with quantum wellness and different things like that. It's probably the only thing that I've ever done successfully outside of the crypto space. But at the end of the day, it's never been as successful as this because, like you said, the whole idea of not having any type of auto ship, never losing your value, never losing your position. I have people that joined me like over a year ago who are just now starting to like wake up and starting to see the potential in this opportunity. And now they're starting to build it. But if it was the other way around, and if it was one of those auto ship opportunities, all of those people would have already lost their position and would have been lights out, and they wouldn't get a second chance in the binary. So this is something like I've never done before, especially when it comes to health and wellness. It's kind of like health and wellness on steroids, so to speak.
oh my God, listen, we're going to get beeped for that on Facebook, bro. As soon as you say that words, they bleep you. Listen, first of all, we're going to see each other again next week. You know how many times we saw each other because of this already? Toronto, Vancouver, Asia. Yeah, like now we're going back California. Now we're going back to California, and then we're going to Thailand. Like, come on, man! Like, wow, this is a dream come true to be able to share this with you, Malik. What a beautiful soul, and you have a wonderful team, eh? And you're creeping up on 400K, so you're not that far from M3, bro. And you're not going to be one of those people that give up along the way, eh?
Nah, man, like just like you said in the very beginning, when you go from M2 to M3, you have to put your gloves on and you got to be ready to battle. And I remember when I came back as an M2, when we had that trip in Xiamen, China and Singapore, I had just barely hit M2, right? And I have a whiteboard over there where I put all the numbers down. And when I looked at how many more people needed to come into the business for me to hit M3, it was staggering. It's like a
Yeah, it
huge
was
jump going from M2 to M3. But just like Luigi said, if you're ready to put your gloves on and you're really ready to, continue to work hard with sharing this opportunity, once you get to M3, you're like at the top of the hill. I remember when Luigi got there, I used to call him up every single day and say, "Hey Luigi, how does it feel at the top of the hill? Do you still have reception up there?" And look at him now, just hit M5, right? And now he's all the way coming down the other side of the hill. So it's a true story.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, we're going to the top together in this one. That's for sure. It's written in the stars. And Steve, can't wait to meet you in Anaheim. You're going to be sharing the suite room with me and Malik, bro. You better get ready to laugh because you'll see Luigi's not like on Zoom when you see him live. Uh, and all the other wonderful people that are coming on your team and everyone. Listen, but don't discourage yourselves because we're going to have a big Holy Nation event that's going to be announced to it at the event this week. Next week, they're going to announce Holy Nation in Australia. And there's just many other things that'll be happening in the next couple of years, like all over the world. Matthew, for